Okay. Hello everybody, thank you for coming. I'm a little want to say sorry because yesterday I got cold and my voice is turning me down, so I hope you understand everything. I'm here to present you Targetbet, the web service that will help you to place online sports bet with your bookies and to share it with your friends. First of all, I want to introduce myself. I am Luca Bettini, I'm graduated in business management and I'm working in Kazakhstan in the oil and gas business. In my life, I have two big passions. First one was internet. I started surfing the web at the age of 13. I created my first website at 15 years old, and 2 years later I turned it in a profitable online web magazine on video games that was quite famous in Italy at the time. And I decided to quit 3 years later because I need to focus on my university. And it's during my university that I discovered my second big passion, sport bet. With a friend, a close friend, we opened a sport bet shop in Rome in partnership with Stanleybet, one of the most important bookies in the world. And this experience gave me a lot because it was teach me everything from the betting side of the world of sport bet, but was also very good because it was a good school, because it was the first time I'm running a business on my own. But Targetbet is not just me. In this company, I run this company with my brother, Stefano. He's 4 years older than me. He's working at Nokia, like software engineering and developing web applications like Nokia Maps or Ovi.com. And he will be responsible for the technical side of the company. But let's talk about Targetbet. Our goal is to help online sport bettors all over the world to increase their chance of winning. How Targetbet works is very easy. I'm going to explain you just through 4 different steps. First step, user registration. You need to create your account. It's free and very easy. Step number 2, you need to connect your Targetbet account with your bookies account, which means that you give us username and password, all the bookies you use to play, and Targetbet server will connect with these bookies and take all information about your bet history, which means how many bets you did, if you won or lost, what was the odds, all the detail of the bet. But we are not interested in the money side, so we don't take information on how much you bet, if you have PayPal, if you have a credit card, or stuff like that. And this brings us to the step number 3, the creation and sharing of your bet profile. Targetbet, with all the information collected, will create for you like a resume, a bet profile of all your bet history. And from that you can understand, for example, in which sport you are very good to predict and which one not. You can discover that you are very good in tennis bet because you won 70% of the time, and maybe you are very bad in Italian football prediction because you lost like every time. And this is the first information we give to our user. But the most important part is the step number 4, follow the most winning user. Which means that after you create your profile, you can surf to other user profile and discover the most winning user for each sport. And you can start follow them. So every time a user you follow plays a new bet, you get alerted with email on your iPhone, and you can start follow his line. So just to summarize, is create your account, share, connect with your bookies, share your bet profile, follow the most winning user and start increasing your winning percentage. But how big is this market? I give you just 3 numbers, 50, 29 and 23. 50 are the million of users with an account on a bookies. And this number will grow up in the next year because a lot of countries are starting a deregulation process on online sport bet. So the number will grow up for sure. 29 is the billion of revenue. Only in 2009. It was 16 billion. In 2006, it was 4 billion in 2001. And this to show you how it's growing up this market. And last number, 23, means plus 23%. Market growth between 2008 and 2009. And I think that just with these 3 numbers, you can understand that this market is on fire and this is the right time to invest in this market. How do we monetize? How do we make money from this? At the beginning, we have just 2 solutions because Targetbet is free for our user. We don't let them pay. So we have advertising and affiliation program. Advertising, like every high traffic website, we can gain money through advertising. Our users are people between 18 and 35 years old. They are passionate in sport activities and in risky activities. So not just sport bet, but on online casinos or poker room. and they are confident to spend money online. So they have PayPal, they have credit card, they shopping on eBay and stuff like that. The second way is through affiliation with bookies. We can start affiliation program with each bookie we support. So every time our user open a new account with one of these bookies, we are going to get a percentage of all the money played lifetime. And this is a good way to gain money. And on the long run, we can also start premium service, or we can also turn ourselves in a bookie, so entering this market from the front door. But we are not the only one with this idea. There are several competitors. Most of them are a small community or small forum. But here I can identify three of that. My Pronostic, Blue Bet, and Pictastic. The goal is the same. They want to provide tips and advice to users. But the way we do is completely different, because this service works with FantaBet, which means that they let's play their user with fake money, and after they create a chart of the most winning user. But what Targetbet do is different, because with our bookings connection, we can provide information based on a real money bet. And I think this is going to create a trust between us and our user, because all the information we give, all the advice, all the tips we give to our user are based on real money. And second way, because I think the Targetbet is a winning business, is because we want to provide integration with social network. For the moment, the relationship is just between a single user and bookie website. And we want to create a market around this. We want to bring the sport bet market in the era of the social networks. We want that every time our user places a new bet, this is going to show on Facebook, on Twitter. Every time your friend plays a new bet, you get alerted on your iPhone application. And we want to develop something like that. But I want to be clear that for the moment, we have no ready product, we are not yet online. So we need money to develop this. And we need 300,000 euro to reach our target of 1 million users in the first 2 years. I can show you like a timeline with 4 different milestones. Time 0 fundraising. After 5 months, we can put online a alpha version of the website, with integration with just 5-6 most important bookies. After other 6 months, we can put online a beta version with integration of 10 or 20 bookies and starting affiliation program and advertising program, so starting gain money. And at the end, we can reach our target of 1 million users in 2 years. From that point, we can start with different ways to continue our business. So I hope time is okay. So I think that I say everything, but I want to say that I really believe in this market, because I think this is the right market, is the right moment. And I also believe this is the right business model. So if you have any question, I'm here to reply. Thank you.
Thank you. You mentioned that with 300,000 euro, 48% goes to salary. So you have 150,000 euro. Of this 150,000 euro, 10% goes to the equipment that should be very powerful, should be very efficient, because you have to answer very fast to the queries. Okay,
yes.
And you should be interconnected. Then you deduct the other 10%. Then you have to build up all the platform, all the application software. So we believe you will be able to do all the application software with only 100, roughly speaking, 100, a little bit more, because you have to spend in advertising also yourselves. Yes. So I have several adapts that you will be able to reach the target on time, in the sense that it takes a lot of time for you to be recognized by the market. So I agree with you, the market there is, unfortunately for us, I want to say, but by the way, there is a market on that. But you have a very strong competitors that playing on bet. Now they bet on several other sports, on several other activities. They can slow down and come to your market, enter in your market, the market you want to enter.
Yes, I think that we have. There are a lot of bookies on the net, but they can't provide a service like this, because this service work collecting different bookies. It's not just one. So, for example, bwin, the most important bookies in the world, can do something like that. Or to do he can do only with his user. We want to provide this service connected with all the bookies, and I think that this is going to create an advantage, because one single bookie can't reply this. So I hope I replied to the question correctly. I don't know if this is what you're asking to me, but
what about the money to cost? You have a plan for the money that you have to spend?
Yeah, I have. Yes, I have.
1,000 euros is enough for you.
For me, it's enough.
Did I understand correctly that your user must give you his credentials for his bookies?
Yes.
The one that he uses to bet, to place bets?
Yes, of course.
So he has to trust you quite
Yes.
a bit, because it's like giving you my passwords for my online bank account.
Yeah, okay, it's not online.
That's my money. It's my
Yes,
money.
it's
there,
your money.
and you can use it.
Yes, but
This is a tough part.
In-
And the second question: did you have a legal evaluation about legal frameworks? If doing this kind of stuff is legal, I don't know if there are problems
Okay.
about that.
To the first question, I can say that on internet there are services like this, but for bank account. And so I saw people give credential of bank account, not sport bet account. So I think that if people give credential of your bank account, you can also give credential to your bookies. It's less important. And of course we can provide some security evaluation, because user need to trust, but we need to show that we are not fraudulent activities. What we want to do is legal. We don't want to steal money from their account. This is not what we want. And for the legal, I spoke with a lawyer, and they told me that for the moment what I want to do it can be done. But if I need to tell the truth, I have no correctly idea about this. I think yes. My lawyer think yes, but really I need to evaluate to take information more deeply.
What about the APIs? How do you collect the data? You want to create a scraper for every site?
Yes, we create a scraper for every website, and the important is to keep it updated, because every time the website changes something, you need to change the scraper. We can also find a way, maybe not at the beginning, but when we have a good number of users, we can also find a way to create a partnership with different bookies and to get information directly from them without all the scraper, and it's not very, I don't know, it's not the best way to do it.
Yeah, let's say I'm one of the best players, the performing players. Why would I want to share the profile with the other people? How are you going to convince me to open up my profile to you? So I go back to, aren't you underestimating the branding and the marketing that there is in taking this venture?
Okay, I think that Sportbet player, for what I understand in my experience, they like to show if they win. So, in my opinion, good people that have a 9% of win want to show to the friends that I win 70% of the time, I am good in Sportbet. And I saw this working for Targetbet, and I think this is the same online. Also, if you look at social networks like Facebook, for example, everybody shows something that is not useful, but they like to show. So I think that in this market can be the same.